Hey everybody, I want you to head down to teespring.com and check out Bondy's Boutique and get some of Bondy's merch.
Hey everybody, what's up? Oh my god, I feel like it's been a minute. Like I didn't do a video at all on Tuesday, and then today, like it's been flooding down here in New Orleans. I live on the West Bank, so I don't really deal with that. Like talking about it, it happens, but not like in New Orleans. So I was asleep. Throughout all of the travesty, okay? It happens every summer, y'all. At least once a summer, twice a summer now, there's like a flood. Last year, it was in like May or June. And now this time, it's in July. It happened. And now there's a fucking hurricane in the Gulf. There's a hurricane a-coming. Honestly, I've been through this so many times. As long as my house is fine, I don't even care. Like, and water never gets that high on my street. So I'm just not really that worried. But I saw the video, I saw the pictures. It's a hot ass mess down there, and I'm just happy that I don't have to video it anymore, because I definitely would have been knee deep in water, sweating because it's steamy as shit outside, you know, hungry, gotta pee, nowhere to go, too much clothes on. Like, it's just an uncomfortable situation that I'm happy I don't have to be in. So let's get into the Black Ink Crew review, as if that's more interesting than my life as a news photographer during hurricane season. Okay, like let's go ahead. Okay, so Danielle gets the crew together for Charmaine's birthday so everyone can show Charmaine love and just make her feel like the shop still cares, even though the shop made her feel like they ain't really care. And I almost feel like y'all still don't really care. But this is a nice thing to do for the show, so we gonna do it. But do I feel like they really care about Charmaine like that? I don't think so. I'm sad about it, but I don't think so. I think that Danielle cares. I think that Danielle definitely cares. I think Don might care a little. But after that, no, I don't think they really care. And Ford was like, we love you, Charmaine. And, and I'm just like, oh, words you do? Okay. I'm sure deep down, deep down, I'm sure. But like in actuality, I don't know if I feel that way. Anyway, so they discuss how Meek isn't there because Meek does not want her to continue having any type of relationship with the people at 9 Mag. All right. But here we are, birthday full of people from 9 Mag. So Meek isn't there. And Charmaine is taking phones and making sure that no one is posting this on their social media. And I'm like, girl, you do not have to do that. They don't want other people to know that they're there with you now either. Okay? So let's go ahead and move on. Lily, Brittany, and Bella are kicking it. And Brittany and Lily are like talking about how they ain't got no niggas. Stuff like this. Just random thought bitch talk, okay? And here comes Bella with the bullshit. She has an attitude. And the girls are like, what's wrong with you? Like, what's your problem? And she's like, well, I got real ass issues to deal with. I'm like, let's see for what you going through, girl. And she says that, well, my baby daddy not helping me. And I'm at this point now where, I really need help. I thought I was going to be a strong, independent woman, honey, and handle this on my own, but I can't no more. And now I need his help. And they just, give her the grandma pat while she cries and tell her she need to get in contact with him, put him on child support, whatever she need to do, but she needs to help herself. And y'all, look, I'm not doing this with Bella. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want nobody to get me wrong. I have basic human sympathy for anybody in pain. Okay? But as a reviewer of this show, I don't give a fuck about Bella's emotions. I felt really bad for her baby girl. I felt really bad for her daughter, but I feel bad for her daughter just on a basic level as well because of the type of parent that Bella has showcased herself as. Yes, you love your child, but you make bad decisions. You make immature decisions. You make decisions that a single mom shouldn't make, like showing up to a job interview drunk. For one, like, let's not act like that didn't happen. And regardless of the fact if that was just for the show, she was still drunk. And that seems to be an issue. It's like in the middle of the day. What are you drunk for right now? All right. So there's that. And then there's the way she throws her body at people. Like she's still a little girl in her thirst for love and attention from somebody. So she does any and everything. And then when you're left feeling like you don't matter to somebody, you want to feel bad about it. But that's why you got to stop putting yourself out there for people to use you and then throw you to the side. And that is what I see when I look at Bella. And then her wanting to rebel against, something, because she's just always making bad decisions to me. Like, why can't you get yourself a regular job? I understand that being on reality TV is great and all of that. But when it comes down to it, if you're really crying to us while working at a shop and being on a reality show and saying that you still ain't got no money to take care of your kid like you want and need to, then I feel like you're still making bad decisions. And I am not about to sit here and I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna save that for the next scene with you and your daughter. I'm gonna save it for her, because that's who I really felt it for. So there's a convention in Chicago. It's one of the biggest tattoo conventions they have out right now. And of course, Ryan has to go to it. And Ryan is working. Ryan is tired. Ryan was working in sleep most of this episode when we saw him. If he wasn't doing that, he was looking down through them glasses at everybody acting a plumb fucking fool. And wishing that he had not brought any of these people on to his tattoo shop at any point in time, because they constantly embarrassing him even though they're not there with him. Lily has her own booth. And she is next to Reese. Reese. Y'all remember Reese? Reese was working at the shop up until they all went to Jamaica. And Lily ran over to Junior and his girlfriend and threw a bottle and started fighting. And so Reese jumps in to defend Lily. And at some point, someone pushes her on the back, the lower back. And she turns around and Junior's behind her. Junior is very drunk, but Junior is not a woman beater. So regardless of how drunk he is, he didn't hit a woman. But everybody thought he did. Until they ran the tapes back and saw that he wasn't even touching her. Somebody grabbed her by her back and she didn't know who that was, or maybe just hit her in her back, not sure, but it was her lower back. And I think it was like Don or Ryan or Forrest, somebody trying to usher them away from Junior and his old lady. But Junior didn't hit her, and everybody saw it on the tapes. But the person who kept the shit going was Cobra and Reese. Cobra is also there at her own booth with all girls and, girl power. She's getting closer to God. She's working on helping women who have been victims of domestic violence, helping them get out of those situations. So I take my hat off to her, but I also feel like she sees what she wants to see in people. And I think that her saying that she saw Junior punch Reese twice is fucking ridiculous. It is you seeing what you want to see, what you're used to seeing, what you expect to see, but not actually what you saw. Because when the tapes were rolled back, we saw that he did not hit Reese. Reese thought that he hit her, so she starts hitting him. And then, everybody's wondering what the hell is going on, and Junior left the shop because of that. But that's not what actually happened. And when everybody saw the tapes, they, apologized to Junior, with the exception of Cobra and Reese, who still want to keep it going, who still feel like they saw a certain thing. So that's going to be an issue. Junior and his little rowdy ass thought of a girlfriend, I'm sorry, but bitch, you want to fight too much. You embarrass your own dude, and you've done that before. So as far as I'm concerned, his little girlfriend can go jump off a bridge somewhere. Okay, I hope she can swim, but go somewhere. Okay, she just annoys me. She annoys me. All right. So Junior and his girl are there just for fun. He's not working. And of course, they're walking through drinking. And Ryan says that he did offer Junior a job at the new shop. And I said, I need to understand why, Ryan. I need to understand why. Even though Junior did not hit Reese, Junior is definitely a violent drunk and fights with people and acts a fool and spits and curses and is a sloppy drunk and is always getting drunk. And his girlfriend likes to fight people. So you have to think about that baggage when you hire him back. So I'm lost, and I continue to not understand what the fuck what be going on in Ryan's molecules in his brain when it's like, oh, fuck Van, fuck Don. First of all, Don hasn't gotten in a fight with anybody. Don might punch ceilings, but Don doesn't actually fight. He hasn't fought anybody, okay? So the fact that he's grouped in with Charmaine and Van, I just kind of look at it crazy. That's besides the point. The point is, there are people who he do not fuck with who have done less. Lily and Junior have fought what I feel like the most in the shortest amount of time. And it's amazing to me how he was so happy and welcoming to bring them back to the shop, but not anybody else. And I'm not going to act like I see colorism in this situation, but it's how I'm starting to feel in my spirit. I'm going to let it go. Los is there. Y'all know Los from the Cartel Crew show in that. All right. He's there hanging out with Lily. And they go to Cobra's booth and, kiss her on the cheek. And she tells him about what she's doing with her life and all of that. But basically, Los and Lily. Like, Los is like, I heard that you be driving the boys crazy. Okay, so I'm celibate. Like, basically saying, girl, I want it, but I don't. Okay, I don't want those stress troubles. Okay, and Lily gives you lots of stress troubles. All right. Van and Junior run into each other. And it is the most... What's happening here? They were so close to one another. And for such a long period of time, it became uncomfortable. The hug, the being close. I know they're speaking to each other and it's loud and everything, but it's just kind of like, oh my God, what's happening here? I'm so uncomfortable. Power bottoms come together. Boom. Anyway, so Van warns Junior that Cobra and Reese are there. And Cobra said, she saw what she saw. She is not giving up on that. She thinks it's a conspiracy. So Van just wanted to let Junior know what to expect. And I'm like, he could have went through that whole place without seeing her. Why you had to tell him something? As if she was going to come up to him. Y'all some messy ass co-producing ass niggas. I see y'all. Bella and Don have their babies at the shop. And Bella is expecting her baby daddy to come. She said all she had to say was child support, and he said he would meet her. But after waiting for a while, he never showed up. His sister showed up. His sister has a good relationship with Bella. She's given to Bella, I guess, during her pregnancy, but never met the little girl, Leah. And she finally met that little girl was expecting him to be there. And that's what made me mad again at Bella. And I'm like, why would you tell her? She's a child. Like, you didn't need to inform her beforehand that he was going to be there. You should have waited for that nigga to show up and explained it then. She's a toddler, for God's sakes. Like, what is she, like 5 or 6? She didn't need to feel that type of abandonment. She didn't need to feel that in that moment. And you can tell she felt it. She's just like walking around and feeling bad. And Bella says that she feels some type of way because she sees Don with his kids, their little kids play together. And I just was like, that is so fucking sad, Bella. And it also makes me feel like, I don't know why you didn't think to not tell her that. Just say, oh, we going to the shop. I'm gonna have you at the shop with me today. And if he would have showed up, great. Y'all can have that conversation. But if not, your daughter wouldn't be walking around feeling disappointed that somebody she's never met didn't show up for her. Like that made me mad at her even more. And I know y'all will say that there needs to be some responsibility on the man. And I get that. Don't get me wrong. Like, obviously, like, I feel like that goes without saying in these situations. Okay? There was also the conversation of him going to jail if he didn't have any money. And I feel like more than ever, she needs to put that ass on child support. And I don't give a fuck if he goes to jail or not. Because if you couldn't come and see your child, that lets me know that you don't care either way. And maybe sometime in jail will make you, either give me my money or come and see your child and try to work this out. But either way, if I was Bella, I would put that nigga on child support ASAP. I don't even think I would have waited to see. I think I would have put him on child support as soon as that child came out and he wasn't going to be there. I don't give a fuck whether I need the money or not. I'll be damned if I raise a child by myself that I didn't make a loan off principle. Okay? Off principle. But then again, not to shit on nobody. That's not what I'm doing. But I'm trying to make you understand why that didn't happen to me. Because I was thinking about what the life I wanted if I had a child, what the life I would have wanted to have. And I didn't want it to be some boyfriend that I got pregnant by. I didn't want it to be some nigga who I'd been with for a year but didn't quite trust him. I didn't want it to be in any situation where I wasn't given the basics of household, marriage, meaning that you can't just say one day it ain't yours. Okay? If we fucking married, if we out here like legally this is your child regardless. Like that's usually how this goes down. Me and my husband will never have a conversation like, is this my child? Because of the situation that we are in that I thought about before I got into it. So that's my thing. Think about what you want for your life. So you're not like Bella on Black Ink Crew crying about a nigga never being there for her child. And just like 2 episodes ago, showing her vagina to somebody who she don't even know like that. Are y'all seeing the correlation that I'm drawing? And do y'all understand what I'm putting down? Okay, we can move on then. Cobra did a fire ass tattoo that was like realism. Somebody's like dad's face, like, a portrait of a picture. Bruh. That shit was so fire. That shit was so fire. I feel like regardless of all the drama, Cobra was definitely somebody that they should have tried to keep at that shop because her work is awesome. Period. Junior decides to take Reese to the side and try to talk to her. I don't know why he thought having a drink and then running up to her like a fucking clown was gonna work. Like, what was that about? She just walks away. She don't even want to be on camera. I'm sure she feels some type of way about the way she was depicted and all of this shit here. But the drama is the drama. So, since he can't talk to Reese, he goes to Cobra. Takes Cobra outside. He feels as if Cobra is a snake who brainwashed Reese. And I feel like Reese is a grown-ass woman who did what a lot of women that look like her tend to do. Scream and be a victim. And even when they prove to be wrong, they still want to be the fucking victim. And they get mad at you when the truth has been put out there. I don't understand why Reese was given the, oh, I don't blame you, but Cobra isn't. They both lying about it. At the end of the day, she was acting like she got punched in the face. She got her back touched. She was not punched in the face. And she proceeded to go in there and put ice on her face and shit like somebody hit her in her face. Like, no, bitch, you ain't about to not have no responsibility in this bullshit. Like, no, that's just not how I feel it should go. He asked where are Cobra's receipts. And when Cobra said God has her receipts, girl, I wasn't ready for that. I was not ready. Do you hear me? I was not ready, okay? I didn't know that she was going to have that comeback. Lord have mercy. He said that she's a lying ass bitch. And she says that she feels sorry for him. And he throws his drink. He's highly upset at the fact that Cobra refuses to admit that she didn't see that. Cobra says, I was back here. I don't know about no cameras, but I know what I saw. And I'm like, you could have just seen him moving his arms aggressively considering they were like all in a little huddle. So you could have seen anything. But when the camera shows you the angle of being right next to Junior, then you can see that that's not what happened. And the fact that she couldn't just apologize or admit that she was wrong made Junior even more mad. And Junior's already drinking, so Junior goes back inside. I'm like, oh God, now he gonna go back inside. And it wasn't him. He was just pissed off. He takes the mic, he throws it off, goes back inside, finds his girlfriend, right? The girlfriend who was just making fun of him for being upset about it. Oh, man. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, you immature ass bitch. Anyway, y'all, I'm sorry. So then she proceeds to get all loud, man, fuck her, and da-da-da-da-da. Now, Lily is about 2 or 3 boots down. I want to say 2, but it was a nice little ways down to me. I didn't understand why she felt the need to get up and go tell them to take that shit away from her booth. I don't know why, because I felt like it was far enough away. It's already loud in here. Just do your fucking job, Lily. But Lily gets up and goes and asks them to take that shit somewhere else. Y'all know how this girlfriend is. She gets upset. She don't want to hear that. She starts pushing back and forth. Lily pushes her. Security is there the whole time with Lily. So it wasn't even like they got a chance. The girlfriend gets loud, starts throwing shit, and Junior is trying to grab her, and he keeps telling her, you embarrassing me. Stop. She's not stopping. She keeps trying to... Lily actually was trying to be calm, y'all. Lily was like, look, bruh, I'm not trying to do all of this. Like, just please take this shit away from my booth, okay? So Lily starts to walk away. Old girl comes behind Lily and grabs her hair. And Lily turns around, grabs her hair, and as they go down, Lily is still grabbing her hair. So they go down together, and then Lily kicks her in the head while she's holding her hair. Security breaks them apart. And I just kind of, for the first time, well, not for the first time, there have been maybe 1 or 2 other times where I was happy that Lily did whatever she did as an ignorant bitch. But this was one of them times. Like, she was trying to be cool, and you with the shits, and even your man telling you embarrassing him, but you can't listen because you too riled up feeling played and shit. I know you got your beef with Lily because she tried to break you and your man up, but who the fuck told you to be friends with that snake? Okay? You already knew that she was a snake from what Junior had told you about y'all, about their relationship. So for you to even go out there and try to befriend this bitch, that was stupid. And then now you all taking it personal and want to fight and shit. Y'all, I think that Junior's girlfriend is a problem. I think Junior's girlfriend is annoying as fuck. I think Junior need to find him a girl that will try to pull him away from shit like that instead of, bucking it up and antagonizing other people. Like, you running behind Lily to pull her hair, that was some bitch shit. Don't ever sit up there and call yourself hard after that. Okay? Don't ever, bitch. Okay? Because you not. You not at all. Buku security, you gonna run up and pull that girl hair from behind? That's bitch shit to me. Take your drunk ass home somewhere. That was terrible, y'all. Ryan leaves because he was upset. He was like, I don't want to be nowhere near this shit. I'm like, shut up, Ryan. You the one that wanted to bring Junior's ass back. Okay? Fuck out of here. Anyway, y'all, that was that. And I saw the preview for next week's episode, and it seems as if April Jones and Ryan sit down for a conversation. Apparently they're friends, and she's like, people think we fucked. I know, we haven't yet. And I was just like, oh, okay, great. And then y'all saw she's gonna be on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, right? And now her and Lil Fizzle Pop said that they wasn't gonna be on the show, but here they are on the show. And I was about to say something to Mona about that, yeah, but I stopped myself. I was like, I don't want to get into no details on the show. I want to ask for a job, but what am I to say in such a short period of time? Feeling so rushed in front of someone that I admire so much. Okay, Mona does the most. Mona is boss as fuck. Okay, please believe me. Okay, and I really wanted to be like, Mona, what the fuck is going on with April and Lil Fizzle Pop? What is happening? But anyway, y'all, that's for another conversation for another time. Let me go ahead and get into polls. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.